I've deleted social media for 3 months now, and honestly, I swear to God, my life has never been better. And I'll tell you what I mean. I used to be addicted to social media, especially Instagram, TikTok for like 1 month. I was on it a lot once I got used to it. But Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, all of those things are the same shit. They're all the same shit in terms of scrolling for content. Endless, mindless content. The reason I deleted social media is because firstly, it took a lot of my time. When you go on your screen time, that's what I did. I turned my screen time on my iPhone, and then after a week, it told me how much time I was spending on my phone. When I saw that, I was like, holy fuck, I can have another part-time job just from these hours. And made me realize how much fucking time we waste on these social media apps. What could I be doing with that time? Like, imagine I wasn't on social media. How would my life be? How would my life change? Like, how is my mind, my lizard brain, taking me right now with social media? So that's one reason why I did it. Another reason why I did it is because I saw that most people on social media are fake. And I'll explain what I mean. You're on this hub where millions and millions of people are showing the best highlights of their life. So I can go on social media right now, I can go on Instagram and just post the best parts of my life, the best restaurants, food, vacation, beaches, anything that makes my life look really amazing. But inside, I can be fucking depressed. I can be living a life that I don't like at all, but I'm showcasing this fake life just to make myself feel better, to mask that insecurity. You probably know so many people who post in relationships online. Ask yourself, why do they do that? I've been in a relationship for 4 years. I don't think I've ever posted my girl once on social media. Do you know why? Why do I need to post my girl on social media if I'm having a loving and happy relationship? If my relationship is going well, which it probably won't be after I release this video because we hate sharing private shit like this, so I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it, as conservative as I can. But when I'm enjoying, or when you're enjoying a relationship that's actually built on similar values that you don't need to necessarily share with the world, there's no need to. There's really no need to share that. And when I see these people post in relationships, they post their significant other, and they're like, oh, I'm so lucky, so grateful. 1 month anniversary, I didn't even know that existed until social media. 1 month, like who the fuck celebrates 1 month anniversary? Keep it to 1 year. Actually, you know why these people celebrate 1 month? Because they can't even get to a year. But anyways, yeah, when you see people post their relationships on social media, they're masking an insecurity. And I can tell you this right now, if you see someone's feed is full of their relationship, unless they're using that page for like a business or for money, they're not the happiest in the relationship. And the reason they're showing all these pictures is to make themselves feel better and lie to themselves and lie to a world that makes them feel better because, they're insecure about it. What are you confident in? I'll give you an example. Let's say you're confident in like playing soccer. I'm confident in playing soccer. Do I feel the need to go tell people that I'm good at playing soccer? Exactly. So if I was confident in my relationship, there's no need for me to post that online. So that's a question you can ask yourself when you see these people post their significant other all the time. And a funny thing about that is when they break up, they delete every single picture, which makes them look like even bigger goofs, in my opinion. So that's another reason. It's just very fake. It's also fake because we have things like Photoshop, apps that can, manipulate pictures to make you look a certain way. We have women who get plastic surgery and then post a video or a picture of them working out, and they feed this lie to other young women that they can get this body if they just, do 6-minute abs. It's like a BS workout, And there's some people dedicating like 10 years of their life to working out. They don't look nothing like that. And the reason I can expose this is because when I look at people like Cristiano Ronaldo, these top athletes, this guy, you can argue he works like the hardest in the world in his sport, and everything he does, he's always working. His body doesn't look anything like those, steroid built body types that you see on Instagram. And that can make men feel insecure. When men see all these bodies that are like literally engineered, it looks like a computer fucking made this perfect god body. It makes you feel so insecure about yourself because you're putting in so much work, you're probably dieting, you're starving yourself, you're doing all this shit, and you still can't get those results. So that's another reason. Like, even if you don't compare yourself to these people, just by seeing them on your feed, you subconsciously have this, your mind keep going in terms of comparing, which is not good for you. Trust me, it's not good. It's very, very toxic and very bad for your mind. When you constantly keep scrolling on whatever app you're using, you're constantly being fed dopamine in your brain that is responsible for you to do certain functions. Like back in the day, dopamine would motivate us to go and hunt for food. Dopamine would motivate us to go and get women so we can like release our offspring and get more kids. This was from a hunter-gatherer's perspective. So what do you think happens when you're on social media and you have access to all these different pleasures, woman, all these different things that trick your brain into getting these things? You're not actually getting it in real life. What do you think happens to you? You build a tolerance for this neurotransmitter, and then it makes you so demotivated to do anything else. So people who spend a lot of time doing dopamine high activities, and I'm only talking about social media. This can be like video gaming. This can be on a more extreme level of doing drugs, or drinking alcohol, or smoking weed, or sleeping with a lot of women. Like, these are extreme dopamine high activities. When you indulge in these things, scientifically in your brain, you're actually building a tolerance for it, and scientifically you're feeling more pain. You feel shit about yourself. This is the homeostasis in our body. I'll talk about this in a complete other video. I don't want to get off topic, but by just being on social media, you're getting a tolerance for dopamine, and this is making you more lazy, complacent, and comfortable, okay? So those are the reasons why I delete social media. Now, how did it change my life? Holy shit. God damn, I don't even know where to start. The first month was tough because I feel like I had a muscle memory of opening my phone, pressing this one box, pressing the Instagram app. Every time I log on my phone, it was scary. Every time I'd wake up, get my phone, go on social media, scroll. My brain was just craving dopamine as soon as it woke up. Like, it was fucked up, honestly. It was really bad. So when I deleted all of them, I noticed that there was nothing to do on my phone. I started reading a lot of emails. My brain needed a notification. So I switched to being more addicted to emails, like, seeing like notifications. I was applying to newsletters. Like, it's crazy how much your mind is controlled by these hyper realities that are created in the world, like social media. Anyways, I ended up basically putting all my apps on silent, so no disturbing, no notifications. After a month, of me doing the muscle memory of going to my social media apps and not being able to see anything, I would start to do shit that I actually wanted. Just by being off social media, I found myself just going outside now on my front porch, sitting in the sunlight with my coffee and just enjoying the breeze. I find myself going to the living room, speaking with my mom and having a conversation and laughing and just bonding. Me and my sister, taking social media out of the picture improved me and her relationship. Because now when I see her, instead of being on our phones, I make so much of an effort to talk to her, to listen to her, to accept her, even though we never really got along in our lives. My brother too, me and my brother were like this. Like, me and my brother were closer than Andrew and Tristan Tate, no disrespect. Like, me and my brother are like, we love each other because we're 10 years apart. So I'm like a brother to him and a father. But anyways, so taking social media out, it helped me get closer to my family. It helped me build better bonds with my friends. My friend Ali, he will tell you right now that we used to go on all these runs together. We used to work out together. We used to talk about philosophy. And this really like brings you closer, you build a bond together. So that's one thing. I found my relationships improved tenfold. And that's not even the most important thing that happened. I found I just loved life more. Like, the quality of my life was just better. What do I mean by that? You know how I said you build a tolerance for dopamine, when you scroll social media, for example? When you reset your pleasure pain balance, just doing the most mundane things are fun. So when I journal and I write to myself, I find that so peaceful. When I read my book for an hour every morning, I find that as fun as playing a video game. I stopped playing video games too, by the way, but that's another video as well. When I go for walks now, I go on like 2 walks a day, 20 to 30 minutes each. I come back with my head refreshed. So the quality of my life and everything that I do that considered normal, that I took for granted, all of a sudden became so much better. Hitting the gym, I love hitting the gym now. I look at it as like a pleasure I get after, you know, going there. I actually got into something I never thought I'd get into, bouldering. So I started climbing walls and getting into like these gyms where you have to like go through these obstacles on the walls and get to the top. I also been boxing for a year, so I've been boxing more often lately. Because when you have more time and you're not controlled by something like social media, you just have so much better shit to look forward to. You're not time constrained to anything. You're not like I can't explain to you how many hours I wasted 3 months ago just on my phone doing absolutely nothing. And what scared me about that is something that Seneca said. For those of you who don't know who Seneca is, he's a Stoic philosopher. You should really get into him. Anyways, Seneca says, like, you know, when you look back at your memories, you want to remember a good life, okay? When you look back at all those memories you were on your phone, can you even remember what you were doing on your phone? So imagine you were on your phone for the rest of your life, you know, or for your whole life. 70 to 80% of your memories are just not there because it was just spent on your phone or on a device. And our phones and our devices are like, our technology is taking over our lives. So if you want to reclaim your life, maybe you can digital detox from technology or start with social media, start with deleting that one app. My cousins, they deleted TikTok and they already, you know, my brother has a job. I'm not saying that's the reason he has a job, but just that ripple effect made him make better decisions to hit the gym 5 days a week, you know, work at a job 3 times a week. He got into a competitive basketball team that he thought he didn't even have the confidence to make last year. When I told him to do it, he's like, no, I'm not good enough. You know, getting certain toxic poisons out of your life, such as social media, I'm sorry that I'm labeling it as that because a lot of people will tell me that it's amazing. You can connect with people internationally, or you can watch certain content diets that are healthy for you. Fair enough. I'm not going to argue against that. They have really good points. But at the end of the day, personally for me, I don't trust myself that I'm disciplined enough to filter out the poison and just watch the good content, if that makes sense. I don't think I have anything else to say. So that is my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed.